No? Do you want me to hit go? Oh. Hello, NWF Wrestling fans, and welcome back to another episode of NWF Rewind. This time, we've got a new main host for NWF Rewind today. As you know, of the last week now, it's me and my good friend Dave have switched it up, and it's been such a switch up that clearly good old Uncle Crusher still has not updated the Instagram profile in the bottom. Still is Dixie Dave. So go follow Dixie Dave, guys. You know what? Go follow him. But we have a very special show on our hands today. It's very interesting. The first time you're ever seeing me live on Rewind. You know, I'm sure people are very excited to see me here. But without further ado, let's bring the best part of Fast Forward straight to Rewind, and let's get straight into the introductions. First, I am the NWF World Champion. I am the second ever longest reigning NWF World Champion. I am the man who took Crusher Crossen's title, made him a 6-time loser, and also retired the Schmuck for good. I am the Globetrotter. I am the interim main host of NWF Rewind, your captain, Ricky Henry. And now, let's get over to my co-host. He is the 5-time loser of my NWF World title. He is the ultimate schmuck. He is the man who used to tussle with the dinosaurs. He is the man who has tussled with Neanderthals. He has wrestled your favorite wrestler growing up, because he's that old. And most importantly, he is the reason why we are all unfortunately here today to listen to him. The ultimate schmuck, Crusher Crossen. How are we, schmuck?
And let me just say what else I am. I am the man that for 18 minutes and 23 seconds kicked Ricky Henry's ass. I am the man that has more title reigns than he does years in wrestling. And of course, this is NWF Rewind, and I will say all these things and if we want to talk about my title reigns, but we don't have enough time. So there's that. So, yeah. And Ricky, this is the first time you're on Rewind. Now, the Rewind, of course, is at a different time, and everything, but this normally wouldn't be on a Friday. But so welcome to Rewind.
No. Rewind. Welcome to Ricky. That's what the real thing is. That's the real bit of excitement. And now that I'm here, I have to take up some duties. And one of the duties includes reminding this old man of something he seems to have already forgotten. Crusher, in your old age, with the dementia kicking in, it seems like you've already forgotten to tell the people what's coming up on the NWF Video Network.
I was going to, but then you took the words from me. You didn't even give me a chance.
That's the effect I have on the Rewind show.
So yeah, this is what's coming up. We're going to watch a little preview of what's coming up on the Video Network. This is going to come up at the end of the month, and then we'll be right back after this plays. It'll only go for a couple minutes, so let's watch this preview. This is not the show we're watching today. This is what's coming up on the Video Network, of course. All right, here we go.
Yeah.
So a little boy here running his little mouth and just flapping his wing.
Well, what exactly is going on? Hey! Somebody get some security in here. Let's go. Come on.
And I'm going to tell you one thing right now, Dion Dallas. You put your mouth in gear before you put your brain in gear. And you sat there flapping your gums before you knew what you were talking about.
Controversial match. Can't take it away from you. You are the champion.
Yes, it was controversial because Crusher Crossen lost his head.
You gotta get him on this way. You gotta wear him. Hey, a small package. Still going for the pin. 1, 2. Oh. Hey, make a wish, sports fans. Oh man, you gotta be kidding.
Right now, Kelsey's trying to take away some of those.
Hey, big drop kick right in the teeth.
Boy.
That'll rearrange your dental work.
Leg of Crossen. Crossen into the turnbuckle. He almost hit the pipe there.
I think he did hit the pipe.
I did not get pinned at the Anoka Armory, and I did not submit to anyone. Yet here we have a new world champion on our hands.
I've seen this guy wrestle before, and he's a man of 1,000 holds. Vader having a hard time deciding who to cheer for between these two.
Whoa.
White Ninja or the
Ryu holds him. White Ninja holds him. Vader throughout the second row.
Oh, big clothesline. Oh, man. He is out like a light.
It's about time we do get a title shot, and we're just going to show what we got, and we're going to just kick some butt.
Come on here, bragging your boxer shorts off that you brought me up into your north woods to chop down trees. Anybody can go up there and chop down a 2-inch spruce. And as far as what you got for a barn up there is an outhouse with a half a moon on it, that
Patch it up. It just don't work right. It just don't work right at all.
Well, hey, what's going on here?
Don't see him anywhere.
Please don't.
He's getting
it. For him. You know, I mean, this guy.
Excuse you. Pretty Boy Taylor is here.
Grizzly Stevens, listen up. You want me, you got me, fat man. Come get me. Crusher, you want me, you come get me. I'm right here right now. Let's go now.
All right, April 1st, April
Yeah.
Fool's Day.
Yes.
It's kind of funny. We're looking at the Video Network showing one of our latter shows, but today we're looking at one of the early shows.
So today is the real Fool's Day because we get to see Crusher Crossen at his best.
Well, it's always my disclaimer. I always got to say this is not going to be textbook pro wrestling, folks. Not today, anyway. And and this is the thing. Dave says if you do a rewind with Ricky, you got to do an early show. Why? So he can sit there and run his mouth and make fun of me?
Basically, yeah.
But I want to show a few things before you start this show that's kind of interesting, just so you know. I know you're going to make fun of me, Ricky, but know this. Our NWF fan base loves this early stuff. One of the matches on here with me was I always take a match of every show and I put a full match preview on the YouTube channel. And so the match from this show I put up was me and Kampa. And let me show you the statistics on that particular show or particular match. It's only been up for, I don't know, 6 weeks. But as you can see, 6,500 views, over 143 watch hours, gained 47 subscribers. And in addition to that, it got, and I got to show this screen, you can see down there, 167 likes for this particular one. And 5 dislikes, to be fair. But I'll take that, 167 to 5.
Yeah.
But it's not, like I said, this isn't, guys, this
Some
isn't.
good selling, I'm seeing.
Yeah, I can't, but I've probably actually kicked them. I mean, we were not trained here, guys.
We know.
But it's fun to, I know the fan base likes watching. I think what they like, Ricky, is they like the fact that because they know where we got to and they just like seeing how we started.
Yeah, the journey. Yeah.
Yeah. So they like seeing this really early stuff. This is probably we're not even a year into the league. Another thing I want to mention is today's Friday, March 20th.
Yeah.
And I got the NWF calendar, our 30th anniversary calendar. It's from a few years ago. But March is a very special month because it was the night of wrestling at the Anoka Armory on this very day. Friday, March 20th. And you can see some of the pictures from that Armory card. I wish I still had this one, but this is the one that Steve Engstrom recorded over Pretty Boy Taylor. And this is the poster. Night of Wrestling, the actual poster. You know who that is in there in the main picture?
Is that you?
That's me.
Who made the poster?
Me.
Oh,
So that helps. But
Yeah.
that's me and Mr. Macho from the October card. But anyways, yeah, March 20th, 1987. So what, 39 years ago? Yeah.
Yeah, about 39 years ago.
To this day. By the way, there's a comment. Wayne's out there watching. He says, cut his mic. He's talking to you. He's talking to you. Cut his mic. I hope he's talking to you. He's either talking to you or me. I don't know which one.
Who's this guy?
Wayne McCarty. You don't normally see him on forward because he usually tunes into rewinds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is my show now, William.
Your
Get
show.
used to it.
Yeah, it's your brand now. Is that what you're saying?
Oh yeah, the NWF is my brand.
Well, yeah, you talk about your brand. Where's the belt again? I don't see the belt.
People don't deserve to see the belt.
And where's the NWF banner? You're falling behind on everything here.
NWF banner. I'm in a situation where I don't know how to put it up. So
You got to get something that.
someone has offered to help me. So
How
I'm
you
gonna go
hanging?
together.
Well, yeah. You know
I
who
didn't
can,
hang
you
any
know
of
who
this
can
stuff
help
up.
hang that banner? Your girlfriend. They know how to do that kind of stuff. Have her put it up.
My girlfriend's pretty useless. I don't think she could do it.
Yeah, I think she could do it. What are you, how are you hanging that other thing up back there?
I didn't do that. But that one, right? That has like my mum got it, and it has like a weird sticky substance already on the back that you had to peel off and then you just stick it onto the wall. But I didn't do any of this. But I'm going to ask. That's what I'm going to ask my mum to help me out with it.
Yeah, I think there's things you get that are that you can put on the wall that you can take off without damaging the wall, and then
Yeah,
you got to
the
hang
wall
a
won't get
and you got to
damaged.
hang a little hook thing on there, and you hook it
That's
because it's
what I'm hoping,
fabric,
Yeah.
or clip it, little clippy things. Anyway.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping.
So yeah, well, I suppose I'm really kind of just like not wanting to start this show, but I guess we should start it.
I am an eager beaver to start this show.
By the way, so this is where we're at with this show. This is show 32 that we're going to watch today. That was the last show before we officially changed the name to NWF. So this show is known as the TWF, Twin Cities Wrestling Federation.
Oh.
It was the first show to go national, and because we did it national, we changed the name the next show to NWF. That's how the NWF got its name. So 22 states. This particular show is the first one to go, and there's some. Yeah, this is all right. Here we go. I'm going to bring it in. Let's get started with this.
I'm ready for it. I am very, very excited.
So yeah, and like we do, Ricky, we talk like a lot of. We don't necessarily commentate the whole show. We'll talk stories and stuff as we go. We can talk about anything we want.
Of course.
Hopefully the audio's good. I hope.
And this is the first show that went national.
Yeah. See, it's just the Twin Cities Wrestling. That's what we were known as then. It wasn't NWF yet. But this isn't the original music. I had to take. I think this was the original song would have been "Freeze Frame" by Kool and the Gang. I think for this intro.
But obviously
copyrighted.
Speaking of copyright, is the NWF trademarked or is that public domain?
No, it was trademarked. It's just not. I'd have to renew it now, but right now it's currently nobody owns a trademark on it.
Oh, okay.
But if somebody ever tried to trademark it, I could override their trademark at this point. So I'm not too worried about a trademark.
But you have had a trademark on it?
Because I can prove we had the name first.
Yeah, okay.
That's all you got to do. If the other NWF that existed in the 70s ever came forward, they could override my trademark if I made one. But I think they passed away a long time ago.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another edition of the Kids Twin
That's Rich
Cities
Taylor,
Federation.
announcer. He's a good announcer.
I'd like to start off by telling you that Jackknife Jacob was suspended for 5 shows from the TWF, but instead he decided to quit. So
that's real. That's not a storyline.
Taking over the Jackknife Jacob's family.
He actually got suspended.
Later on.
I suspended him and then he quit on me.
Entering the ring area at this time,
what had the suspension?
Because he couldn't make a show, and I had a stiff rule. You got to make every show, and he didn't. He just didn't want to do it. So I said, "Fine, you're going to be suspended for 5 shows." Then he got pissed. So he said, "I'm screw you. I'm quitting."
For 5 shows, I don't know why.
Yeah,
this
kid shit, you know.
I don't know what his name is.
We're kids.
I'm sick of him, and I personally.
So we all start burying him on the show now.
The Peterson family.
Like Brian and him were tag team. Now he's burying him.
Now, entering the ring, weighing in at 135 pounds, from Washington, D.C., Kid.
Is this audio too loud, or can we hear ourselves okay? I have to
Seconded
turn it down a little bit, maybe?
Wait, so that's Kelsey, right? And I'm assuming the kid in the mask, is that the Russian?
That's actually Ace. His very first show. He was the Russian Destruction. And
so we're seeing Kelsey versus Ace?
Yeah, it's going to be Kelsey versus Ace, only he's going to not be known as Ace.
It's a big match to see on the first show I've ever seen from The good old days, the first full show.
The reason the audio's down is it was Born in the USA by Bruce Springsteen playing. We had to get rid of it.
Oh, was that like Kid Kelsey song?
Well, no, the Russian Ace came out to it just to mock everybody. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Because he's from Russia, right? They're supposed to be. But you know, Andrew came up to me at the end of the show and he said, "Do you think next week I can just be myself? I don't, this mask, it was a ski mask. It wasn't even an actual wrestling mask." He didn't like the gimmick. So I said, yeah, you can do that. That's all. He didn't do it. Then he became Ace the next show.
Great sound from Ace.
But this is like Ace just thrown into it. I mean, like none of us had any training. And that hard ass stage. This is just a wood platform with no
Did you
give.
ever plan what you were going to do?
Sometimes we'd plan the ending of it, but that'd be about the most. Just sometimes the ending of a match would be planned.
And told him he was suspended because he did not want to come and wrestle.
Who's this ref?
That's Rich Walker, Superfly Rich.
Pardon me, was just
He was,
spoiled in a TWF.
that's me and Rich Taylor there.
You're on commentary?
Yeah, I was commentating, talking about Jacob getting suspended.
And he said he's going to quit. And I said, that's fine. But I said, remember, Jackknife, you're not coming back once you quit.
Yeah, that was bad. That was a bad thing. Should have never done that.
What?
Talk about Rob like that.
Oh.
Burying
talk
him.
to him?
Yeah, because all our friends watch this on cable. All our friends at school watch it. So like when we start ridiculing Rob like this, he has to put up with it now at school. Everybody's gonna start teasing him and shit about it, like for all the shit we said about him on this show. Oh, Rob today? No, I mean he's in New York. I just haven't been able to get a hold of him. And I know he lives in New York now, though, somewhere.
Was he good? Or?
Well, we made up after a while, but he never came back to the show.
Oh, fair enough.
And there it is.
Yeah.
That was a weird way of putting on the figure four.
Yeah, Kelsey did it kind of weird. He's kind of got it like you had it on me. You have that leg down planted right.
Oh, quick one.
Goes to work on the mask.
Brian coming in there.
Was Kid Kelsey not the good guy?
No, Kelsey was a good guy.
So why is he trying to rip a mask off?
Because it's just we always say Kelsey was a baby face but wrestled like a heel.
He just had it in him.
Yeah, that's why he got booed a lot of times. Yeah.
Born to be a heel.
This is what happens on these shows in the beginning. They would never, like, there's no control. Like, they keep fighting. We keep fighting.
Was that an issue?
Yeah. It would never stop.
Would you be telling them, like, yo, guys?
Right. Now, this is funny. This is a skit we did, and we stole this from the WWF. Hulk Hogan trained Mean Gene to be his tag team partner, so I'm training Kid Kelsey to be my tag team partner.
Kelsey, what's the deal? I told you to be ready. You're sitting there drinking a can of pop and chowing down on that sweet stuff for breakfast. Kelsey, I told you, you gotta be on a well-trained breakfast. So
Kelsey can't even like keep a straight face here.
No, he can't. I'm telling the camera guy what to do. This is bad.
Now, Kelsey, first things first. You can't be eating sweets. Give me this. I'll tell you where this goes, right in the garbage. No more sweets. I tell you to be ready at 8 o'clock and it's 1:45. And now you're eating breakfast.
This is like it's in the wintertime because they see snow outside.
There, a place I can't even move.
I'm telling the camera guy what to do. I think a camera guy is Brian Peterson.
I don't believe this.
So yeah, this is exactly what Mean Gene did or Hulk did with Mean Gene. So we kind of reduplicated the whole skit.
Sweet Pepsi stuff. We're all done with Pepsi. 2 eggs here. Settle down, Kelsey. Good for you, good nutrition.
This is like Oscar-worthy acting. Kelsey hasn't spoke. Kelsey's just sitting here with a smile the whole time.
He's trying not to laugh. Yeah.
He's having to look away from the camera.
I'm not done yet. You gotta mix it with some milk. Extra nutrition.
There's a reason I did this. Normally you just drink raw eggs, but like we weren't gonna do that, so
Mix it all
so
up.
I figured I'll add some
You
milk.
pretend it was more traditional, nutritional.
Yeah.
Stirred up, then I got some hickory smoke flavored barbecue sauce. Now
You
that's
fuck.
what gets you
Mhm.
active. I'll put a little bit.
Barbecue sauce. And that's
What?
just yeah, I'm
You
putting
still
barbecue.
drink this, do you?
Had in your
Well, we stir it up and then we're supposed to drink it. Figure it could taste better that way.
Oh, doesn't that look good? Not really. I have this every morning.
Do you? Yeah. Is this specific you used to have every morning, Crusher? Yeah.
No, hell no.
Oh my.
Oh, gross. Sit it down.
See how the camera conveniently paused? Yeah, we didn't actually drink that.
What are you drinking?
I think it's chocolate milk now.
Get it down there, Kelsey.
You think we'd actually drink that that
sounds like
mixture?
what?
It's gonna be every morning. Get this milk put away.
This is actually, it's supposed to be Kelsey's house, but it's actually my house.
Oh, so you knocked on your own door.
Yeah.
Now let's go to your room.
And it's going to be my room we're going to.
So this was your childhood home growing up?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. In fact, that was my mom and that lady in the kitchen there when we first got in the door. That was my mom.
This is your room. Where's your room? Come over right here. Okay, hold on. See, Kelsey, let me handle it. Jeez.
we completely cluttered my room up to make it look like a mess.
This is a regular pig pen.
You can't really see it. It's too dark.
I can't
It's
even
not a
look.
light.
Kind of. It's just full of shit. We just threw a bunch of shit around and made it all messy.
What's this? Pepsi. I tell you,
Pepsi.
no more Pepsi, no more sweets, no more sweets. And look it. Full of Pepsi cans. On a party.
Kelsey
Yeah,
at a
party.
party. So
At a
now we
party.
go to the gym. This is all based on what they did in the WWF. Like Hogan got up early. He had him and Mean Gene drink eggs, and then they went and started training. So now we do the same thing. We went to our local gym. It's called Carpy's Court. And we just showed Kelsey lifting weights and shit.
That's one old leg press used to look like.
Yeah. Yeah, it was the old style gym equipment.
Oh yeah, you still see that. Just the bar wouldn't be as long.
But this is not how you would do it. Shit.
This is great form, guys. Oh wow, wow.
I mean, Kelsey's like,
Oh my.
yeah.
Anoka. Yeah. What is he even doing?
I don't know. He actually could do pretty good sit-ups for kind of like a little bit heavier
kid, yeah.
chubbier kid. Look at him go to town on sit-ups. Inclined at that.
Yeah, well, look at his arms. They're like throwing himself forward for him. Oh my. This is more interesting to me for like a time capsule in a way. Like, this is cool just to see how things used to look back in this time.
And these things were supposed to help your back. You hang upside down. I don't know if you've ever seen those things.
I've heard of people doing it. These machines look so weird.
Yeah, it's very old. This would be like mid-'80s.
This is insane.
That one guy knew he was in shot, so he's just making it look like he's lifting a lot of weight. The other guy in our shot there.
Who's recording again? Is it still Peterson?
Probably Brian, yeah, because we were all there. We were all there because now we do interviews in the locker room of the gym. I'll do a bunch of interviews for the show out of the locker
Did no one
room.
ever say, "What are you guys doing?"
Well, we asked when we got there. Said, "All right, if we film," they said, "Sure." It's a private health club.
Oh, okay.
It's not a public one, so
Oh, okay.
you know what the difference is
Now, what you gotta do, Kelsey, is you gotta take
like a private health club. You don't have to wear a swimsuit in the hot tubs and shit, that kind of stuff.
Right.
Which I didn't really. I always didn't like. I'd rather wear a swimsuit in the hot tubs,
Yeah, that makes sense.
especially as a kid.
And another thing, Kelsey. I don't want to see any more chocolate cakes, pizzas for dessert, and ice cream. No more of that sweet stuff, okay? We're going on a protein diet. I want a glass of egg every day, along mixed with the milk and that tobacco sauce.
What a horrible interview.
What is going on?
All right, finally we're done with that segment.
That was great.
After that wonderful interview, but ready to get underway.
Rich was a really good announcer, though.
Introducing,
Good match commentator,
first
too.
of all, out of
Very
Orlando,
professional
Florida,
for being,
weighing in at 115
I think he was
pounds,
16 there.
The fabulous one, Peterson, accompanied by the Russian Destruction.
He's playing Born in the USA again.
Oh my! Did you guys really love this song? Yeah.
Great. What are you doing teamed up with a Russian boy?
Well, they're doing it because he's with the Russians, so it's just to piss everybody off.
Weighing in at 105 pounds, along with Crusher Crossen and Kid USA Kelsey, Superfly, Rich.
So there's that guy you're asking about the ref. You know he's gonna wrestle.
This Russian comes in from overseas and all that, thinks he's big. But look, he lost to our main man right here, Kid Kelsey.
Rich has got an accent because he's from St. Louis, Missouri, so he's not from Minnesota.
100 richer.
Oh, so he's got a bit of an accent compared to the rest of us.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of a southern accent. So that's why he talks. Sounds kind of funny when he's talking a little bit. So Brian always dressed the part, like the bow tie and the nice shirt and everything. But it took.
What age was he?
Brian?
Yeah.
Okay. Brian's the guy in the maroon there. He's let's see, I would have been 85. He'd be 13.
And what age was the ring announcer?
Rich Taylor, he was 16.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's tall.
16 or 17. I was 15. So at this time,
Oh.
I just turned 15.
Was he just tall then?
Yeah. Rich was tall as hell, really tall. Looked a lot older than he was.
Yeah. Damn.
But Brian, it took him forever to get all that stuff off. Got to take his shirt off, his bow tie, his pants. And Brian always got rough as hell with everybody. You can see how hard he hits them and the forearms. He just really got rough.
Did they not get complaints?
Oh yeah, people always bitched about how rough he'd get. And look at Brian, he's not doing the figure four right. There he goes. Now I got it right.
The Orlando leg lock, I believe he calls it. Figure four.
At least the holds we did were decent holds, but the rest of it was not. And the ring was so small you could get into the ropes no matter where you were.
Yeah, I can see that. No wonder Ace looks so good.
The Russian Destruction, the Russian Destruction behind the curtain and getting his mask back on.
That's Ryan Kelsey reffing. That's Matt's younger brother reffing.
Fabulous one, Peterson. As he brings Walker over, and the Russian Destruction taking a shot at him now. Kid USA Kelsey going over, working on the Russian Destruction. Gives him a pile driver outside the ring on that hard floor. Is a whip into the ropes.
Oh, the brutal ropes.
by Fabulous Peterson, and again, the
yeah, you couldn't hit these ropes.
Rich Walker.
Yeah, no, I can tell.
Right across the chest.
There are bungee cords for the turnbuckles. It was just the aesthetics to make it look like ring. Because before we got these ropes and posts, all it was that stage. It's all
right.
What is he doing now?
Did you hear the ref calling for the break? As Peterson wants to get on the attack for Superfly Rich Walker.
Iron Spike.
What? What's Kelsey doing over there?
At ringside, over the hold that.
What's that?
What's Kelsey doing over there? Where's the tag group?
Joining me ringside right now.
Oh no, he's oh, you guys are managing. Okay. So this is tag match, all right.
Crusher got called back to the ring area to check on Superfly Rich Walker, ladies and gentlemen. So we'll be hearing from Crusher a little bit later on.
I'm just replying back to you, Ricky.
Superfly Rich Walker coming back against
Fabulous
one Peterson.
What were you asking, Ricky?
Giving Derek Madman Nash a kick But Nash,
Oh, I was just saying, I thought it was a tag match at first, and I just saw Kelsey run across the whole ring, and I was like, where's this tag rope? This guy.
Everybody, that was another problem. Everybody always interfere. And I mean everybody.
As Madman Nash
Was there not like a plan to who's going to interfere or not?
You just, because it was like there were like two factions. There was our side and their side, so you'd be like these. You'd always be helping out the bad guys. Would always help out the bad guys. The good guys always help out the good guys. Kind of like.
Why is he putting his own hair?
He's trying to do a headbutt where you like, use your own head.
Kicked to midsection.
Oh. He's ripping his scalp right there, yeah.
A missing link would do it like that.
But Superfly not
I think where they're getting it from. Because in the missing link at headbutts, he'd always hold his head and headbutt.
Who's missing link?
Sleeper hold. You don't see the sleepers very much anymore. I know what's his name does it, Gunther or whatever. But
yeah, he does it. It's like a big move for him. But the red, yeah, it wasn't common for a while.
1 minute. As is smashed in the back by the Russian destruction.
It's per ref. You trying to break it up?
Everybody fighting outside the ring.
Hi, driver.
On Superfly Rich Walker from the fabulous one Peterson. 30 seconds remain in this match.
This might be a time limit. I have a feeling it's going to be a time limit.
What's the time limit?
Well, he said 30 seconds left.
Oh.
I'm into the post. A series of them.
There's no way to really ram it into the post.
15 seconds left in this match. 15.
See, Brian and Matt lived down the street from each other and fought all the time, so that it was not unusual for them to get into it.
Brian and Kelsey?
Kelsey and Brian, yeah. They lived across the street from each other, kind of like right down the street. They fought growing up all the time. Brian was like a really hard to get along with kid. Like his heel persona was him. That's how he was. So he was an easy heel.
Did you get on with him?
Yeah, but I tolerate him, but I get pissed at him. Like, you know, when he tried pulling this shit with me, I would hit him back or I'd kick him back, and I'd always let him know that I'm in charge. Because I could stand up to Brian. There's only a few of us that could. Mike could, and I could, and that was about it. Kelsey could, like Brian could kick Kelsey's ass. I think anyway. I don't know what Matt would say about that. But.
No, Marty probably couldn't, according to what Matt would say. It's a Kelsey story.
Are we gonna fade down to black?
Or are you gonna fade to black?
With me. Merciless Mike will be handcuffed to Brian.
Yeah, Mike and I could handle Brian, but that was about it.
That's right.
And Roughhouse Roberts, when he joined, he could handle Brian too. But...
And that's Mike?
Yeah,
that's Mike there.
All I know is Jackknife's been suspended for a matter of 5 shows.
So we keep running Rob through the dirt, man.
Brian's got something up his sleeve called
It's bad. It's bad.
Let me tell you, I'm going to take his head.
We just wanted to do these interviews with this locker room setting. I thought it was cool. So that's why we did all these interviews in here.
Yeah, like WWF did it sometimes as well.
Handcuffed to Brian, and you're dead.
Oh man, these promos, man. This is why I don't understand when they say that I sound like you in promos. Your promos are so much better than mine were. Even yours at 14 were better than mine was.
Okay.
But maybe they mean when you got older.
One fall, title defense.
So this is the match that got 6,500 views.
Weighing in at 58 pounds. Killer Kampa.
58 pounds. He weighs more than that.
Is that why they were laughing?
Yeah, that was Andrew laughing.
Killer Kampa weighing at 58 pounds. Out of Nashville, Tennessee.
58? Gosh, where have you been? 78.
Oh, excuse me, 78 pounds. I'm sorry.
Pounds.
And we're waiting the arrival of the champion.
It used to be Eye of the Tiger, and now I had to put this sound alike in. Yeah, like Kampa wear earrings and shit, so he's got to get all his jewelry off.
Now up into the ring, accompanied by Superfly Rich Walker.
We'll send the Twin Cities title.
Yeah, it's the TWA belt. It's the belt.
Crusher that he will not lose
Is that
himself.
one?
The money on
The chair's coming. It's that belt right there on the bottom.
Shoot that dude.
TWA
That's the
belt.
Rushy. Don't eat that. Normal, you weirdo.
Oh, natural scuffle already.
See, that's just like a snowmobiler's mask, is what that is. It's,
Yeah. It looks like a snowplow.
yeah.
I mean,
And everybody says they want to find this half shirt. I have no clue where that half shirt is anymore.
decided why sweater. Either team.
I don't think I have it anymore, to be honest with
Other
you.
guys
God knows.
interfered twice, and their man's disqualified. So if you
I have a lot of my old shirts when I was young, but I don't have that half shirt. I've looked for it.
You said you wore this because of Michaels, was it?
Let's take it down.
And like the Rockers?
No, I just wore it because we all wore half shirts back then. That was a real common thing in the 80s.
Oh, like
half
just in
shirts.
general?
Yeah, like everybody wore half shirts and parachute pants and shit. Camouflage pants like I'm wearing. That was just common shit back then.
Oh, okay. And who is the guy you're against? Like who?
Todd Kampa, Killer Kampa. Yeah, he was a good friend. Me and Charlie were really good friends with him.
Crusher Crossen, the title defense
He was a good
versus
friend in the
Kampa.
neighborhood.
One fall, 20-minute time limit.
Kampa was probably in the show the longest with me at this point. I mean, like he started the show with us.
Yeah, I'd just like to
Oh,
say
okay.
one thing. Oh, that Russian kept interfering.
To be
and all
fair,
that while I was
For two kids who've never wrestled, from what I used to do when I was a kid who'd never wrestled, like you can see the difference in quality between this match and like the other two matches.
Well,
It
not
seems
by,
like you used to have more athleticism in that sense.
yeah, but not by much.
Obviously, I'm not saying you know how to wrestle here, like, but you know, you can tell you can move your body better. Like that, yeah, like that's a decent knee.
Yeah, Kampa was well, and not only that, but me and Todd always flowed good with each other too. We were real comfortable with each other.
I think that's the thing, though. Like I've always said, like your friends are always going to be the one you're able to like maybe give a wee bit more to, and it's probably what's going on here because the way like Kampa was throwing the knees and stuff, and the way you're throwing the kicks, like obviously it's not stiff, but you can tell you aren't afraid to slide in.
Yeah,
a bit more. There you go, big wall to that.
Yeah, and I'm checking to see if he's okay.
As there is 15 minutes gone.
Trying to do holds and stuff, but they just don't really last long.
Yeah, he's like, get out of here. I just wanna. He's too much of a spot monkey over here, clearly.
As a knee to the midsection of Crusher Crossen, almost fell right out into my lap. Action hot and heavy.
Now Todd's going for
It's now Killer Kampa going
a
for
leg
the
lock, Indian deathlock maybe.
but broken up by the Crusher.
There's that atomic drop I did to you, Ricky.
Lifting him high over his head, an atomic drop.
Got Camp up a little bit higher, and I got you up though.
Oh yeah.
Killer Kampa's gonna have to see a chiropractor after that one.
I need to see a chiropractor. Never mind then.
That'll knock your
You were talking about your tailbone hurting.
Yeah.
That should have been. I am the man that hurt his tailbone for the first time.
Well, actually, I think it's my sciatica.
Sciatica?
Yeah, it runs in the family.
Sciatica nerve?
Yeah, where you get a nerve trapped around your back.
I've aggravated mine.
Yeah, that runs in my family having that problem. So, like my brother and my dad both had it, and I think that's what triggered mine.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I've barely been able to wrestle recently because we got really bad recently, just from more bumps. Have just weakened it.
As Kid Kelsey issuing the verdict.
I've had one wrestling training session in the last 2 weeks.
You've only been to one?
Yeah, and I think 1 or 2 gym sessions.
I haven't been to the gym. My shoulders and knees are still hurting. Like
Yeah.
I've been walking, and that hurts my knees to walk. But yeah, my shoulders and knees are still they're still messed up.
From the match?
Not so much from the match, but from the preparing of the match.
Yeah, from John.
Well, John and
John tying you up in knots.
2 months of devotion and all that, just
Yeah.
took a toll.
Well, that makes sense.
I mean, and I want to go to the gym, but I don't want to. I want my shoulders to heal first. But I need to get back into it again. That's for sure. And did you? I was gonna say, did you get your driver's license? I think that was something.
Yeah, no, failed.
You failed it?
Yeah.
Oh no, just like Ben.
One heck of a match.
Ben failed?
He failed the first time.
No, I failed twice.
Twice?
I was able to find a booking the next day after I failed. Failed again. One thing failed me both times.
What?
Roundabouts.
Well, what's so hard about a roundabout?
Well,
anybody.
First time I panicked.
Certainly on my mind.
Car, obviously you give way to your right side.
Federation.
Yeah,
you guys go the backwards.
Yeah.
Rest is the left side. But...
Right, so let's just, we'll put it in American terms for the fan base. I'm giving way to the left. But, so I see a car at my left, so I stop. But as I stop, cars from the right keep coming around, taking the exit beside me, and I needed to just go out here. So I went, oh, I should be going. And as soon as I went to go, a car stopped to let the other car go, and we both just like stopped awkwardly in the middle of the roundabout, and then I drove, and they were like, yeah, it's a fail. And then the other one was the next day, obviously. We were driving up to this roundabout, and there's 3 lanes going towards the roundabout, and then the roundabout went into 2. And I had to be in the middle lane, and then go into the roundabout, and I got confused on what lane to be in for the roundabout. So I was left, but partly right, so they failed me.
I know that.
So when's the next test?
I'm not saying to anyone. No one's knowing. Handful of people know. I'm not telling people I failed.
Well,
again.
is it coming up soon, or is it a ways away?
It's not too far.
Yeah.
That's the words from Killer.
It's hard to get bookings.
Words from Crusher Crossen, but I'm not.
Yeah.
I was really lucky to get one the next day. It's you have to get some bit in advance.
On the ground and let me finish. I am talking.
This interview is actually in my basement, and it was a big sleepover with all the guys.
So you did the promo?
Yeah, so we're doing promos, but it was like Mike was there, Kampa was there, Madman Nash, Dynamite Dude was interviewing me. We're all there. Like, it was a big sleepover at my house. We did that a lot. Big sleepovers. You ever do that kind of thing?
Yeah, we would have like 4 of us stay in one of my friend's house or something.
Yeah, it was always fun, right?
Yeah, it's good fun. My friend, he has a pretty, not like a massive house, but like, it's his living room, because he has a big open plan.
Big surprise.
His like living room and his kitchen are all one big thing, and he has like 2 bathrooms in his house, which otherworldly to me in my house, and so, and he had like a big street, so we'd always go there, and would like spend the whole night in his living room. He had 2 living rooms. So we'd spend a whole night in one of the living rooms with the big open plan. We'd just like make pizza, like watch like wrestling, or we'd watch like football or stuff like that on the TV. We'd all just sit there and talk, or we'd listen to music and go out during the day and play football when I was younger. It was good fun, like, yeah.
Hey, you see that last show?
By the way, Ricky, I messaged you. I don't know if you've seen it, but if
yeah, no, I saw it.
You may have to switch to your phone if it
I'll switch to the phone if needs be, yeah.
By the way, there's a comment here from Ethan, one of your trainees, right?
Yep, that's Ethan.
That's actually crazy having a match so young. Yeah. Well, it was.
If you want to call it a match, yeah, what he was doing, what Crusher's doing.
Merciless Mike Ackerman. Take it away, Merciless.
Yeah. It was the beginning. It was the beginning.
The ring announcer starting. What's this?
Getting in the ring. Yeah, everybody always. Rich wanted to wrestle just like the rest of us, but he was so big, and we were like, "You're our announcer, Rich. You can't wrestle."
He would have been great big guy.
Yeah, well, he did. I had him be my special tag team partner, and he did wrestle 1 match with me.
I'm surprised you didn't have him wrestle more. Like, look at him. He could have been your Andre.
I know. He's a big guy. He was into sports, too. He played softball. And...
Was it a thing of, like, kids were also like, nah, I don't want to go against him. He's huge.
Nah. Wasn't that somebody's really big. I mean, like, when Steve came in, Steve was big to all of us. He was like an Andre the Giant to the rest of us, because he was
but he was what age?
25, 24, 25.
Yeah, so
that's why.
And you were 16?
And I was 16. Now, this is Merciless Mike and Ace. Now, they would eventually have a match a few shows from now where they did a shoot that got way out of hand, and Mike thought he was going to beat him and couldn't beat him because Ace kept getting the ropes, and they it got ugly as hell.
Oh my.
And Ace survived and didn't lose, and Mike was so mad he stomped out of the ring, and then he went down to the restroom and just paced. Just furious because he thought for sure he was going to beat Andrew, and he didn't. But the next day he was over it.
Is this? Yeah, this happened quite often, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He's already got the rope. Ropes.
Yeah, he was already learning to grab the ropes.
And that's his first stuff, yeah.
See, this is Andrew though. See how skinny and wiry he is?
Yeah. Is this a shoot right now?
don't know.
No,
It's not
no,
not a
I
shoot.
can
It's
tell
not
you,
no
yeah.
title involved.
Oh, title matches were shoots, wasn't it?
Usually it was titles, and then it was only a shoot if the person didn't. Because sometimes they go into a match and they'd be like, "You're gonna win. I'm cool. You're winning." They didn't want to even try to beat me, and they just say, "You can win." So then we wouldn't shoot. But like if somebody wanted
to try, is that they felt like they were going to lose anyway,
because they knew they weren't gonna win, so they didn't want to even put the effort up.
Oh yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
This is gonna be not quite.
Sometimes that would happen. Other times though, like Brian, he would go hardcore if he could. There's guys that would.
But anyways, looks pretty.
Oh, just go for it.
Yeah, if they ever got in a title match. I know him and Mike got into it a couple times.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Friendly neighborhood announcers entering the studio.
Thanks, Crusher. Said to go out and get some things straight with Peterson. Make sure he wouldn't mouth out to me anymore in the ring. The kid's a weasel.
Airplane spin. Do you do that move anymore?
We did it as a joke, and there is wrestlers who would do it, but it's more of like a comedy move these days.
So it's just not serious anymore,
yeah? Yeah, no one would do it seriously. It would be a thing where someone would do it, and you'd both end up dizzy. And, like, you'd fall over, and you'd both just land there.
Is that why the atomic... Let's see, look at Brian.
This match is getting totally out of control again.
Is the atomic drop kind of a funny move too now? Is that why you kind of like sold it kind of funny like?
Yeah, it's more of a funnier move, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because again, you're getting dropped on your ass. Like, it's people aren't off that.
Yeah, because you kind of sold it comically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the thing. I feel like when you think about it, if you get dropped on your ass for LC, you're not gonna be like it's gonna be like, you know.
Right. Yeah.
So might as well make it a joke.
A shoulder smash there by the Russian destruction on Merciless Mike. 2 minutes remaining in this.
I mean,
match.
Andrew, I think I have a match with him, and it was well on this show as a Russian destruction. He wrestled like 3 or 4 times on this show.
We're just trying to break him in, or
I guess. That's what I was saying. You know, we'd do like 3-4 matches and wouldn't think anything of it.
Kid USA Kelsey with me at ringside right now.
But they weren't like. They weren't like. I don't think they're as hard as. Maybe it's because I'm older now and that just feels harder nowadays. But
yeah.
Why doesn't he get it through his thick skull?
Some kind of a
Previous
backbreaker.
words of Kid USA Kelsey.
Come on, Andrew, grab the ropes.
As Russian destruction on the mat. Count of 2.
Count of 2, not 3.
Yeah, so we were already throughout the whole Metro with our show at this point.
That was lucky of him.
Yeah.
And the Twin Cities Reader just did a story on us in the newspaper, which covered the Metro, was really good exposure. And then this show I decided to send. I said, well, if I can send it to all the cable companies in the Metro, I can do it across the whole country. So I went and got on the phone and called up all these cable companies all around the country and set up time slots. And then sent my show out to all these states, different states.
That's great. Did you ever get like any sort of review from it, or?
I never
like,
heard much. The only time I heard from the other states is when the kids would call to join from states that were outside of Minnesota. Because we had the NWF hotline we'd always have.
Yeah.
And then they would get calls from out of state.
They were just asking how to do it themselves, weren't they? Mainly.
No, they wanted to join. They didn't realize we were not in
Their
Texas or Atlanta or whatever state it was they called from.
Huh.
So they thought it was something local to their own thing.
And was that your house phone, the hotline?
Yeah, and my mom got pissed because the phone kept ringing all the time from our show, from the hotline, so that's why she gave me my own phone.
Oh,
So
great.
Eventually I got my own phone line eventually, because my mom got tired of the phone ringing all the time.
Perfect. Worked there for you.
Yeah.
And was a video camera not like a rare thing to get? Like, was that not a hard thing to
Yeah, nobody had video cameras in these days. This was from the cable company.
Oh, they sent you one?
No, we were able to, because we were certified access users to produce the show, we could check out the equipment. So we could check out the video camera. So
And
nobody had video cameras in these days.
How did you film your first shows?
The TWF Wrestling
With the
Federation.
video camera,
Next
like that
match,
same one where we
tag
just
team
used there at
match,
Carpy's
ending the
Court
ring at
for those
this time.
interviews.
Kid,
We would just
USA
take it
Kelsey,
to wherever we were.
and one half the
But
TWF Tag Team
did you?
Champions.
But the
Mad
first,
Man
obviously, you
Nash.
had to send the cable company
Slim
something
and trim on
about
his
the
new weight
show.
training program.
No.
that he's
We
going
would
through along with
get the
Kelsey.
camera checked out from the cable
their
company. We'd
opponents
film the show. Then we'd go to the cable company,
about
edit
to
it.
come into the studio
But I
right
mean,
now,
before the
the
cable
fabulous
company, how
ones.
did you film anything?
Oh, the show started with the cable company.
Oh, did you just contact them and say we have an idea?
No, I got certified as an access user first and realized I could make my own TV shows, and then that's when me and Charlie got this idea. Let's do a wrestling show with kids.
Oh, you just certified as one, yeah?
Yeah, because we already had the certification to do shows, and we didn't know what we were going to do. So we were both wrestling fans. We're like, let's make a wrestling show because we couldn't find anywhere to join.
Pretty good decision, then, wasn't it? In the long run.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's where it started.
Here we are.
I don't know what the heck's going on here. The video will clear up here in a minute. That pink or whatever is in there.
You ain't good. You go against me, Will. Our family against you.
They all want to go against Rich.
When you wanted to meet your doom.
No. Let's go. Too bad we have to win these two first.
Next week.
Kampa was
You got it. Even if you
a funny
lose
story
these
about
two,
Todd
you got
Kampa.
me.
So like Charlie Lane
Time constraints right
and
now.
myself, we would go,
I guarantee you.
and Todd, we'd all go to like like high school hockey games and stuff. And we'd go to like neighboring towns of rivals. And the other kids there, Charlie and I would get in like fights with these other kids, like just starting stuff, like just up to no good to start trouble. And Todd would be with us, and then they'd want to fight Todd, and Todd was always afraid to fight. He never really wanted to fight.
Right.
And Charlie get pissed and be like, quit being a pussy. You get in there and fight. You push Todd into these fights. Todd would start getting his ass kicked, and then he'd start almost crying, and then Charlie would be like, all right, fine. Now you fight me. He goes to the other guy, and now Charlie wants to fight him. They didn't want nothing to do with Charlie. And I'm thinking to myself, Charlie, you pushed him into it. What'd you expect?
So he was just that tall, get his ass kicked, and then afterwards he would go, all right, now I'll fight you.
Well, yeah, and then he felt bad that Todd got beat up, so then he wants to fight this kid. These are just like kid fights, you hit each other a couple times, it's done. It's nothing. It wasn't like a brutal fight. It was just, teenager fights. That were just one or two hits and it's over.
And I guarantee any one of the other members of the Peterson family interferes, and they're going to.
And Todd is, he probably hates me talking about this, but it'd be broad daylight on a Sunday afternoon. Todd lived, oh gosh, maybe 6 blocks away from me. He walked over to my house, hang out, and then it's time for him to go home. And he was afraid to walk home because he thought he's going to get kidnapped, and he wanted me to walk with him all the way to his house. Like, Todd, it's broad daylight. It's a Sunday afternoon. Just go home.
So would you have to walk him home, or?
I had to walk him home.
Oh my.
And Madman Nash.
Little courage of Carly dog, was he?
Yeah, he just.
And Kelsey interfering from behind.
So what is this match? This is Todd and.
It's a tag team match. It's Nash and Kelsey, I think. Madman Nash and Kid Kelsey against Kampa and Peterson.
Action hot and heavy.
He got like a mini tail.
Oh, Madman? Yeah, he's got, with all those rat tails, be a little bit of hair that would grow on the back of your head. Everybody did that too. That's common.
That's bad. Did you do that?
No. But a lot of kids did.
I was talking about you. He gets beat
And
up a little.
where were these shows filmed again? Your basement, was it?
These shows are filmed in Group W Cable Studio.
Oh, you're actually in the studio?
Yeah, we're at the TV studio. That's why there's multiple cameras. And... See, ideally, this would be like this would be what you'd want to do, like say for like NIPW. Like if you could get into a TV studio kind of situation, you could do some really cool stuff because you have a really good production right there, all the cameras and stuff. Yeah. So what we're doing is what the AWA would do back in the day. They'd use a TV studio to put the ring in and do all their stuff. And we're doing the same thing at our kid level,
Yeah.
Same kind of setup, blue curtain, black curtain, whatever we have in the back. It was either a blue curtain or a black curtain we could have in the background.
Come on, Rick, you're here.
Kampa just fell out of the ring.
The great reactions from the crowd. He's all start laughing. Oh, man, grabbing the ref. Is that Superfly?
Yeah. Brian, just his mouth would piss you off because he was so good at just getting under your skin. Brian was a good talker. He's like a Ricky Henry talker. Yeah, he's a good talker.
So he could also back it up, I'm assuming, like myself. Yeah.
So he thinks.
Would you still hear from Brian today?
Matt does. Kelsey hears from him.
Are they close?
As we got 1 minute
Second, I
remaining
guess
in
this
this
is,
match.
oh, this
1
is
minute.
send me a job for tomorrow. All right. Yeah. They run into each other. Their kids are both play hockey, so they see each other a lot of times in hockey. Their kids.
Oh.
Yeah. Brian's chilled out quite a bit though from these days. And this time frame and this age of Brian, he was an asshole. But he's not. He kind of grew out of that. He wasn't like that as he got older. Yeah, everybody like doing the figure four in these days.
I suppose Ric Flair was a big thing back then.
Yeah. Notice how Brian's doing. Brian's doing it right though. He's pulling down, which is what you should do. That's what I was telling you, Ricky. Like, don't push up. Always pull down. That's the thing I was telling you. Remember when we got?
Pulling down's not legit.
Yeah, pulling down though relieves the pressure, obviously. So it's better to pull down versus pull up. Pull up, you're gonna fuck up. You're gonna fuck up.
Someone gets hurt. You felt it.
I don't think you pushed up though.
I did, but I couldn't get as much as I wanted to because I couldn't get my leg down.
Yeah, you didn't have it planted right.
Yeah,
it's the only reason. It's the only reason, right?
Only reason you got it. Yeah, 100%.
Oh God, I hate these.
PPW Peterson, whatever his name is.
PPW Peterson.
I'm gonna take him. I'm gonna take his.
I think he interrupted
I'm
the
gonna
interview. Brian
turn his
does.
whole head around like the Exorcist. Then I'm just gonna take him. He doesn't like getting the body slams.
Yeah,
I'm gonna pick him up,
yeah. Brian didn't like it. Brian hates body slams on that wooden stage.
Oh, is there? There it is.
Yeah.
There's a whole fight now. Is that Kelsey?
Yep.
It's rough instruction number 1. Me and him.
How many times are we gonna get hit in the lockers?
Where's the jackknife?
Where's the jackknife? Someone said.
Yeah, Mike. Brian's like, I gotta talk about jackknife. Get out of here.
Jackknife is in here. One and only one.
That's what he
reason.
told me there.
Me and him had a little dispute with my contract. I am on my own now. He is out.
See how we're all just running him through the dirt, Rob?
I'm assuming that was the first person who ever quit.
Well, people would come and go, but that was the first one that was like a prominent person. Like Rob and Mike and me were like the three main leaders of the show.
I thought it was
It was Charlie Lane, but Charlie moved away. And when Charlie moved away, I was left with Rob and Mike. Charlie moved away pretty early.
I find that hard to believe.
He moved away like after maybe 5 or 6 months of doing the show.
Opponent.
This match is a pretty quick match.
Madman Nash. One fall. 7
Madman
minute time
against
limit.
Rough Ryan.
Let's take it down to ringside.
If this doesn't end the way I'm expecting it to, I'll be very surprised.
What's that?
Well, is Rough Ryan this tall guy?
No, Ryan's that guy in the yellow.
Oh, I didn't even see him. I couldn't see him behind him.
Yeah.
Oh, this could go either way then.
Wonderful match. Here we got
I'll put it on money's on Nice, I would say.
the Animal.
Yeah. Well, Ryan's brand new.
Newcomer in the Little League, Rough Ryan. What do you got to say?
Well, I
The
haven't seen much of
TWF
Rough Ryan,
hotline.
But
What's Nice doing?
talked
He's
to me the other-
it's not working.
Peterson.
And get in
Tell you,
on
boy,
me.
that Peterson's gonna meet his
Latest.
doom next show. Next
Action.
show.
Match.
I got
Would
it
you
next
edit this
show.
stuff? Yeah.
The whole family.
Yeah. Yeah, that's. Although this is coming from the control
I'm
room.
gonna tie him.
That's my actual phone number. That's my that's not our house number. That's my
He's gonna
number.
wanna kiss it.
You'd have the number at this point.
Yeah, my
Sounds
mom
right.
got me
Stick
my
his head
number.
between his knees and kiss his butt goodbye.
Because we used the hotline through the metro, and that's where all the phone calls kept coming in.
Yeah.
So I got tired of it.
It's Madman Nash.
Worked
there,
out good. I got my own phone line.
That's great.
Getting a sleeper hold
Sleeper hold.
on Rough Ryan.
Surprise, surprise.
Got the
We did
rope.
so many sleepers and figure fours in these days.
Superfly, Fly, Rich Walker joining me here at
Oh,
ringside.
again, remember, Colt.
Throws him into Matt. At least Matt's got the ref shirt tucked in nice. That was a big pet peeve of mine. Always tuck the shirt in.
Yeah, 100%.
And Rough Ryan's hand. See, What's his name?
Is he getting the pile driver? Oh, he's like that's like the Andre move.
Nutcracker. Do you guys do that move anymore?
No, you don't see it anymore.
Yeah, we
Doesn't
used to
really do
do
much
that.
when you
Was
think,
real
but it
common.
doesn't really look dangerous.
It's not. But it was a real common move back then.
Yeah, Andre did it, did he not?
Did he?
No,
I swear he did something like that.
Probably.
What's your comments on?
I think so.
Pee-wee Peterson. That's my comment.
We're still calling him Pee-wee Peterson.
Peter Pan Peterson.
Oh no, it's a fight out of the ring.
Peter Pan was a fairy.
I think this is it. Yep.
You got the ropes? What's this?
He said he had the ropes, but the ref counted it. Oh, these shows are tough.
I love them personally.
He won the match in 1 minute and.
I just wish I was in as good a shape as I was back then now.
We'll be right back right after this interview. Welcome
Adam.
to TWF
Adam Nash.
Major League of
Dynamite
Kids
dude.
Professional Wrestling.
Our first lightweight wrestler he was.
Now we have an interviewing Madman Nash coming in.
Are they related? The two
They are.
Nashes?
They are as his older brother.
Madman Nash, how's it been lately? And well, I tell ya, I've been down. I've just got back from Hawaii. Me and Mike were down there. We were kicking some butt. Oh, man, we wiped out some of these tough wrestlers that thought they were tough. And then I saw some jerk called like Peterson down there. This one guy is acting like a jerk just like Peterson does. And I go, is your last name Peterson? And he goes, yeah. I can see it runs in the family. So I just punched out his lights and walked away. And then the kid went and ran to his dad. And his dad was twice as big as me. And, well, he came up.
Yeah, Madman was like a comedian. Like he'd always make you laugh.
Well, those are words from
This kid.
Madman Nash. And you bet they are. They ain't from George. Well, Madman
Bane
Nash.
from George.
That was a saying back then in the 80s. Everybody always said that. I can't remember what it was from, but it's some show.
More to come after these messages.
Let me see the messages.
Kampa.
Once again, we're ready
He's
for
all
another
laughing at
match.
him before it even
Exciting
ends.
TWF, the Major League of
Like I
Kids
said, that was just a
Professional
sleepover. We
Wrestling.
just happened
You
to be
won't
doing
see
interviews.
action as well as you see it here. Underway for the next match. And entering the ring right now. Once again,
But those
the
sleepover
Moscone
shit, we'd stay up till 2, 3 in the morning before we'd actually go to bed.
going
Oh,
whatever
yeah.
you wanna call 'em. The Russian Destruction. Accompanied by
Oh, here's this is next match.
Yep, once again.
Usually.
This is like third match now?
Yeah, third or
He
fourth.
was tied to Merciless Mike Ackerman and his opponent entering the studio.
They're tied
area.
together so they can't interfere.
In Russia, we call you guys something like jerks.
We call you guys some like morons in USA.
You just slapped Brian in the face.
Why?
As we're rating the rival Crusher
Got
Crossen.
tired of him. Because that's the thing. Brian would say shit all the time, get under your skin so much, and
Into
Rich
the
just
ring
had enough
area.
of it.
Oh, was Brian leaving because he got hit?
He got slapped, but Rich apologized to him.
Crusher
They were
Crossen.
fine
Here
after.
it comes, ladies and gentlemen, into the ring area.
Rich didn't mean to. He just
The
got
man himself,
in the heat of the
TWF
moment. He
heavyweight
slapped him.
champion,
I can see him sounding like I said on his face.
Crusher Crossen.
Rich, I am so fed up. The committee's pushing it. The committee's pushing it. It's being match with the newcomer.
I love the way Ace talked as the Russian guy and he had a full American accent.
I know.
I'm not worried.
I know. He shouldn't have even
Wasting my
talked.
time with my total defense of this.
Oh no, Tony Begley's here. Great. Now I'm going to hear from both of you guys.
Even better. Fill out the studio.
20-minute time limit. Take it down to ringside.
Good lord. This is probably the last match, I think, on the show.
Main event.
Yeah. So yeah, Andrew, like I said, he didn't want to do this Russian gimmick after this show. He asked if he could come in without the mask on the next show.
And is that when he came up with Ace?
And that's where he came up with Ace.
Look at this. The Crusher is obvious.
No more like it.
Yeah, there's kind of like a gourd buster.
Yeah, it's like a.
Russian
It's kind of like a power slam into it.
Look at that early carnation of the drop kick there.
killed.
You know what though? You could get the height for your age.
Well, that's just landing on that hard stage too. Is like
I didn't even have to
this.
take
This
it.
is
My
not a
man
ring.
did so well.
Yeah.
God,
Like-
you still point. Oh, that's
Right, Tom, hit me again.
Yeah, because we're gonna. We're building up like he has something in the mask.
What is
So that's why I
this?
wanted him to do it. But it was pretty obvious, like no communication hiding there, right?
You call
No.
that manners? My
Don't be manners right now.
goodness.
People are people, and the way they are, there's nothing wrong with them.
What? He must be the head of the government too. The way you
What?
guys are with him.
Hey, we get around. We get around.
The head of the government.
Headbutt. Crusher's gonna kill him. He's done now.
Nothing in there. What? Two,
Nothing in there.
Something in there. Hey,
5, 6.
What's not solid?
7. I checked it. Nothing in the mask.
check it again.
13. Hold on.
Hey, don't tear this rope, buddy. Hag.
So now I hit him and my hand hurts from hitting him. So like there's something in the mask.
Hey, Crusher, you alright?
Nothing in there. Watch out, he's got something. He got something. He's got a wrench.
Yeah, the wrench. One of the famous foreign objects was the wrench. It was the wrench we used to tighten turnbuckle thingies. Metal wrench was a famous. That was always used as a foreign object.
My goodness, he's biting these ropes. Thinks he's gonna get out.
Where the hell's Rich Taylor? He's got to come back soon.
No.
What is Tony saying?
I want to hear it. Let me bring it in.
He says, "Oh, hey, there's Rich Taylor.
Come on, buddy.
I got a head scissors.
Hold on to him.
Get back tied together like you're supposed to be.
Um,
Come on,
let's see. He says, well. He says,
He announces himself.
and then he says,
Oh,
Rich Taylor interfering.
Okay, Peterson's on the loose.
Tony Bagley, was it hard to get kids to wrestle for you if most wrestling fans at that time thought it was real at the time and about 99% of the kids think it's not scripted? It wasn't quite that much.
Thank you for taking over for me.
I wouldn't say 99% of the kids thought it wasn't scripted. It was much more. That was much more of an even debate.
To figure it out.
I'd say 50-50 probably.
Crusher Crossen is infuriated.
Well, maybe for kids, kids are more naive, so maybe 75-25. But there were definitely a lot of kids that felt it was fake. Like all wrestling was fake.
Was that an issue for you, though? Like of people who thought it was real?
No. If somebody thought
in the mask of the Russian destruction.
the hardest part to get kids to wrestle for us was we didn't realize how rough and tumble. Even this stuff was rough and tumble, and that wasn't for everybody. So we'd have a lot of kids come on and they'd be like, "This isn't for me."
Clothesline there by the Russian destruction.
You know, just because it was just they couldn't handle it right, like all
That
the
makes sense.
getting thrown around on this hard stage and stuff. That's probably the bigger problem. And then their parents didn't know, and then when their parents found out, they're like, "I don't want you doing that. I don't want you to get hurt." There's some of that too.
What were your parents thinking of it?
No, my parents were fine. Most of our, like Kelsey's parents were fine. Ackerman's parents were fine. All of our parents were fine.
Yeah.
They weren't too worried about it. Not in these days. My dad got more worried when I started working for Eddie Sharkey.
Because it got more legit?
Yeah, because it was like I was in there with guys twice my size and, you know, big guys and, you know, doing big moves. And he just foreseen me getting hurt. And then he kept saying, you know, you're going to pay for this someday. All this stuff you're doing to your back, you're going to pay for it when you get older.
Oh, is he right?
No, because I never kept doing it. But he said, like, if I keep doing it, I'm going to pay for it. And that's probably advice for you, Ricky.
Oh, yeah.
The back bumps you've been doing lately.
Oh.
That one you took the other day was something else, man.
The other day?
Or that last match you had that you got flown across the ring and landed in the corner.
The toss, the throw.
Yeah, the throw.
It was Merciless Mike and Crusher double teaming.
That was
Crusher would have pinned him right there out of overrule
that was
Kelsey,
you got
given
way
the
up
match to the
there.
Russian destruction.
Oh, yeah. I knew it was going to happen.
I can. I'm right here ringside. I can overrule Kelsey anytime. I think so.
Elbow drop. Nice elbow drop.
Look at that.
I think he was in the ropes, but
Yeah. Oh. Does not matter.
Referee's decision is a pin by Crusher Crossen, but I personally rule this match a draw because of the interference of Merciless Mike Ackerman.
Rich, shape up or ship out. Peterson interfered first.
But he also got kicked out, Crusher. Merciless Mike wasn't kicked out or nothing. While Kelsey was, you had one too, Crusher. I rule this match a draw.
Rich overruling everybody.
Decision is I won. Here, raise my hand. Chris, come here. The official decision is the winner, Crusher Crossen. No. Yes. Official decision.
Was this a legit disagreement?
So that's, yeah, I think it's
The
a
decision is
It's a draw.
a pin by Crusher Crossen, but this will be taken up by the board, by the committee of the TWF. I guarantee you that, Crusher.
Peterson, my man, is just as
Peterson
good.
went in. I had no idea. So Peterson caused the match.
looks like there is
Become a draw.
something after this. 'Cause there's still about, where are we at?
We'll be right
58.
back after this interview.
I think there's like 3 or 4 minutes left. What the hell's coming up here?
Peterson and the Russian
Oh.
destruction.
Yeah, you ruled that one out
Yeah.
too. The draw.
So yeah,
my
4
man.
times
The main man.
Andrew wrestled.
The new
4
main
damn
man.
times.
This is insane. He's really made the most out of him.
God, he's got to be
And
tired.
entering the ring at this time, the TWF Heavyweight Tag Team
Was this all on the same day?
the Wild Boys.
What's that?
Was this all been on the same
Oh
day?
yeah, this is all in a 3-hour, in a matter of a 3-hour block. So we had to do this all in 3 hours.
Funniest situation I've ever seen.
Um,
Listen to this song. Listen.
Tony says, Ricky, how are you finding the Rewind episode so far?
Destruction.
Well, what I am finding is that Crusher Crossen, it's cool to see where he was and how much he never really went much further than this level. You know, I kind of seen his matches in the Anoka and everything. I'm not seeing much difference. Well, it's interesting to say the least.
For 18 minutes and 23 seconds, this Crusher Crossen that we see here that he just made fun of kicked your boy Ricky's ass for that.
All right,
time
let's
period.
make it 18 and 20 seconds because 3 seconds was you getting pinned on the mat. Yeah.
Down here ringside,
Yeah.
when we started this match, looks like it's going to be Merciless Mike out first against Fabulous One Peterson.
I don't know. I always like to remind everybody it's the
10
passion
minute
that we
time
had.
limit in
Oh,
this
yeah.
match.
It was not the quality of wrestling here for by any means.
For sure.
Come on, Mike. Let's get him.
I challenge the ridiculous
Um,
ones. I give them all this
I
money
guess
if they beat the Wild Boys.
I'm so done with talking about this this stuff because it's so old. Okay, now here we got Tony again. Let's get Tony in here. He says, Ricky, do you think Crusher what the heck is that? Crossing with an A? Ricky, spelling? Do you think Crusher Crossen's ego is too big and he's overhyping himself about how good of a wrestler he was after watching these old videos?
I 100% agree. This is exactly how Crusher Crossen has always wrestled, and this is what I feel like I came up against in my match. That's why I showed some mercy. I just saw this guy. I was like, oh, he doesn't really know what he's doing. I'll give him some chances. You know, give him some opportunities to prove himself in front of the crowd.
See, I figured I'd test Ricky's cardio that he brags about all the time. That's why I decided to go 18 minutes. I could have went longer.
I just thought that my cardio was great because I clearly went long enough to beat you.
I don't know. It looked like a 3 count to me. And Tony, are you ever gonna come on a forward show with me and Ricky? Now that you made your debut and we could show your match?
Sure, we could look at the match.
Yeah.
Peterson interfering. No tag made.
I think that'd be interesting to see.
Oh, yeah.
No fake name.
Swallowed the wrong way.
Tag.
You see how it got really dark? Now it brightened up. But that's because the tape, these VHS tapes, after a while, they start to degrade and they just get dull and dark towards the end of the tapes. That's why that's doing that.
Oh, yeah, I see it. I might was actually the tape slowly getting like weaker.
Right. It's because tape getting old, and as they get old, they start to lose their the quality of what they were.
Yeah, this is an acid trip right now. This is brutal.
And that Russian is sneaky, just like all the other Russians.
Could cost you, Crusher, hard cash. Well, you know, Sean Hernandez never paid to come on our show, and if he was able to come on here free of charge, then you're sure as hell can too, Tony.
Mike, take me back. Mike, take me back. No, I love this guy. He's beautiful. Yes. I saw you with the mask off, buddy.
As you heard, Mike said.
Mike was just a kind of a ground wrestling kid. Like he just fundamental headlock, just basic wrestling.
It's good to have that contrast though, of like you doing that, and then you have like of him doing that, and then you have like you and the other guy, Todd, doing the more eccentric stuff.
Yeah, and Brian Peterson, he was just more of a holds guy. He loved doing holds, sleepers, figure fours.
Drop over to a hold.
Is that laziness or
Brian?
what went on there? No, just putting on hold. Yeah, was that just being lazy or?
Just because Brian liked he liked doing the submissions. You know.
Yeah.
Tony says, Crusher, when you were wrestling, was the dream to get to the WWF, or was there an angle? Not in this time. The goal when we were at this age was to just get the AWA to acknowledge us in an interview segment. That's what I wanted. I wanted to come on an interview segment with the AWA and let them tell us what we're all about.
Yeah.
But when I got older and started doing stuff for Sharky, yeah, that was the goal with everybody. Make it big. Just like it is for you guys and everything. You know, if you ever get that opportunity, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that hasn't changed at all. That was still the. But it wasn't just the WWF in those days. It was AWA. It was Crockett. It was all the territories were still going. So you'd like try to get to Memphis. So you'd think about sending VHS tapes to all these territories.
Did you ever do it?
Yeah, we did. I think Mike and I sent tapes to Memphis and a few places. But we were so small. I mean, again, remember the small guys just.
Yeah, it was hard to get anywhere with.
It was hard to get anywhere. Mike, Mr. Macho, I was gonna say I know he sent tapes to Memphis for us. And of course, I always sent tapes to the AWA. I was in contact with the AWA for the most part. I had Ryan Nelson was their agent, and they knew what we were doing all the time. I always told them about all our armory events and stuff, and kept him in tune. He always would tell me, like, we don't know what we're gonna do with you yet, but keep in touch, keep letting us know what you're doing.
Was this the AWA?
Yeah. And at the time, the reality is Vern was just trying to survive against Vince, trying to put him out of business. The last thing he had to deal with is us.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Survive, you know?
He has own stuff to worry about.
Yeah. Hey, we're getting to the end of this show. Brian.
It's now Madman Nash in against Peterson.
You're touching him. Hey, man. Oh, Ryan, give me it back. Five.
Hey, go take after your little buddy there.
Peterson got such a cocky attitude, man. But he ain't. He's all talk, but he ain't got no muscle.
Yeah, this is just not. It's just unorganized. It's hard for me to watch this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, I can imagine.
I always say that to our regulars that like Gizmo and that, but then Gizmo, like, you don't understand. It's so cool to see you guys how you started. So I don't know, Ricky.
Yeah, you know, I know how you feel. It's brutal watching my older stuff. I hate it.
You're a disgrace to wrestling.
You're a disgrace to the Man Association.
To the Man Association, whatever that is.
God knows.
What are you doing? Come on, Mike. Come on, it's you and me in here now. Not him. You.
One, two, left.
Look at all the colors are getting all over the place. What is Matt doing? He's taking the ref shirt off. Something must have happened with the ref.
Bruce Walker seriously hurt outside the ring, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, he's hurt outside the ring.
Kelsey taking over as referee.
Okay, Tony says, Ricky, for your level now, what's your goals for where you want to be with wrestling in the next couple months or years? Even, and do you even have an end goal for wrestling? This is a question for you.
Well, for the next couple months or years, it's just get around and get to as many places as possible and wrestle as many people as possible. I want to work with new people. It's probably a simple answer, but that's all I want to do. I just want to keep wrestling new people and, getting better and experiencing new stuff. And then with the end goal, I want it to be a thing where at the end of my time wrestling, I can look back and go, yeah, I'm proud of that. That was fun. I did well. Whether that means making it big or if that just means keeping it local, either way, I just want to be able to look back and I was proud of that.
Were you proud of our match?
Yeah, I was proud of that. Yeah, I've said that before. I was proud of that match.
That was my big thing. I just want to make sure that you were happy with it.
Well, yeah, not many people nowadays, and I can only tell you a handful. Like, I can only tell you, I might be the only person in Ireland who can officially say they've worked an American wrestler who wrestled in the 80s.
Yeah, I was. That's something I forgot to mention. I was Ricky's first American opponent.
That's true. Yeah.
Which is kind of interesting.
You wrestled in the 80s. You wrestled in the older times of wrestling, and many people call it the glory days. It's interesting.
All right, so that match ended.
Yeah.
That's all. That's fake money we had. I don't know where we got it from. But that's fake money.
You need some medical attention for Crusher Crossen. We'll be back.
What's going on here? Whoa! It's Ricky Henry. Well, how did he get in here?
You son of a bitch.
Here you go, Tony. This is Ricky starting out. But see, I show this because he's better than we were at this show.
Next time I see you, I'll be in the ring for a match. And then when I beat you, you'll see who the real kid is, because there's a new kid on block. Get used to it.
So this is my favorite one here when you got the
This one's fine. This one's fine. This one's meant to be dumb.
Actually, I'm not just playing. I'm trying to think of a game plan for a big match against Kelly Lynch.
Who is that?
Kelly August Lynch.
Yeah.
They were an Irish tag team who worked down south. They both still wrestle. Just one of them works in Germany now. The other one's still in Dublin.
Oh, and by the way,
They're not a tag team anymore.
they're action figures!
Sitting on the ring with the ring. And this was a really good one, actually.
Magnifique. Oh, I can see you there. My name's Benjamin Shane.
Benjamin
You've probably heard me before. And
Benjamin
from class to NXT Wrestling. And for those who've lived under a rock and haven't heard of me, I am the most professional, classy performer in the world. So, next time you come to one of my shows, make sure to bring a camera. That's what I could say.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I'm showing. I didn't have anything else to
That was
show.
much worse than anything else we just watched.
But no, I mean, honestly, Ricky, that stuff was better than the show, in my opinion.
Definitely not. Oh, that was bad.
Wasn't that kind of funny? Color bars and glitching, and then Ricky comes in. We had to feature a little bit of Ricky.
I was wondering. I was like, "What is this I'm watching?" Oh my god.
Tony's got a comment. He says, Crusher, was it hard when you were wrestling, thinking on your next spot and trying not to think about the dinosaurs eating you or keeping your family safe in your cave homes? What is this? Like are you texting him what to say, Ricky? This just sounds like Ricky talking.
I didn't say a thing. I just influenced the next generation of talkers. It's my thing.
But I have a question for Tony. When's he going to come on with his match to show so we can do a watch along to Tony's debut match? That's what I want to know.
Oh yeah.
So I just want to talk about as we get to the end of the show here. I want to mention what's coming up on.
Yeah, I've got 2 minutes left.
Right. So this is what's coming up on the next show for Rewind, which is next week. We're going to the garage now, and that's Steve Engstrom, Pretty Boy Taylor, and Kid Kelsey in the ring, studio taping 44. So a little more evolution of the show. And that's what's going to come up. Oh, Didn't realize that comment was in there. And then, so that's what's coming up. And as far as the next forward show with me and Ricky in 2 weeks, I don't have a graphic because Ricky and I haven't got it finalized for sure who we're going to have on the show. So either we could have Tony maybe, or we could have maybe somebody else that we've been talking about getting in. So we'll see what happens, but you'll be surprised in 2 weeks. We'll have a mystery guest. Right? Oh, Ricky. Ricky's laptop was dying, everybody. So just so you know, and I think his laptop just died out is what happened. That's why he's all frozen. He was telling me that he's only got like a few minutes left because he didn't charge his laptop. So FYI. So that's what happened. I do believe. And then Tony says, hard cash money talks. Well, hard cash money talks. Well, you just got to see, because like I said, if you want to come on, you need to get us your match so we can do a watch along with it. And then we can show your match. And that's what we could do. But you'll have to let us know if you want to do that, Tony. But yeah, that was kind of fun to do a rewind show with Ricky. And he isn't here to say goodbye, but I'm going to say goodbye for him because, yeah, it was fun. It was a fun show. For him, I mean, it was just rough. It's rough watching that early stuff. I think it would have been much more fun if we watched a more later show with me and Ricky. That would have been a little more constructive, in my opinion. At least the best part is, though, Ricky's laptop didn't die for him to see 14-year-old Ricky Henry in his promos, and then the little ring thing, and then his Benjamin Shine promo was just the best. That was the best. Classic Ricky Henry, ladies and gentlemen. And by the way, guys, I just want to remind you guys, I don't know if I have the media asset in here, but don't forget that coming up is going to be, we're going to see Ricky and Mitch, just Mitch, for the NWF World title. That's going to happen in, gosh, April 25th. So that's coming up very quick, like almost a little more than a month away. Ricky defends the belt. So we'll see. I'm curious, Tony, who do you think is going to win that match? Do you think Ricky's going to hold on to the belt, or do you think Mitch is going to win that belt? I'm kind of curious what you think, because I know that you seem to think you can get the NWF belt now that you made your debut, Tony Begley. I wanted to put, I may just bring this in because this is kind of we have a banner for it. Let me see. So many things. Oh, I know where it is. I have it in here. So what I'm talking about is, so I didn't want to show this graphic. There we go. The graphic is right here. And let me get that comment out of the way. Ricky Henry against Just Mitch for the NWF World Championship, April 25th, as part of Full Tilt Wrestling's 15-year anniversary. So that's going to be a big one. So let's make sure we see that. I don't know if tickets are on sale yet or not, but that's going to be a great show to see. So great match. And so that's what's coming up there. Let's see. Tony, you say, Tony had a comment here. Remember to go. They can pass it around as long as they like, but when I feel it's time, I'll be coming for the title. Well, maybe, and then maybe, Tony, if you ever got that title, maybe I come out of retirement to kick your ass like I kicked Ricky's ass, because technically I beat Ricky Henry. Remember that. I did get a 3 count as far as I'm concerned. Just FYI. And so maybe I would have to kick Tony's ass too, which I could. If I so choose. Yes. Just Mitch has to win. There's no way Ricky can still hold the title any longer, need freshness with the title. So you think just Mitch, huh? Well, we'll find out. That's going to happen here in probably a month's time. So it should be good. But our next show, I'm just not sure who's going to be on. Maybe it might be Tony. Maybe it might be a special mystery guest who we've been talking with that I'm going to see if we can get him on. But we'll see who comes in with this. But that's going to be in 2 weeks with me and Ricky again. Otherwise, we will see you in a week with me and Dave for NWF Rewind next week, right? Next Thursday, I should say. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. And it's been great. It was a good show. And like I said, Ricky's laptop died right at the very end there, so that's why he's not here. But nevertheless, it was a great show. And Ricky was telling me all along that his laptop was running low, so I knew it was going to be a matter of time. I'm just glad we didn't lose him before he got to see his footage. He's going to give me a hard time for that one, but that's okay. So anyways, thanks for joining it. Let's see. Tony says, would you ever restart the NWF with proper pro wrestlers? You mean like an actual indie fed properly? I mean, yeah, I mean, it would be great. I would love to, actually. It would be fun. I would enjoy. You know, Tony, the thing, I was good at wrestling. This is what I always say. I was telling Dave this last week. I was good at wrestling, but what I was really good at was promoting, marketing. You know, there's a reason why at 16 years old, I sold out the Anoka Army with 450 people, because promoting was my real love. So if I could somehow do it again and actually promote and then run it the way I feel is the best way to run it. And I see what I like doing is promoting matches and stuff and really making just really good rivalries. And so if I could have talent, that's why I said last week, you give me somebody like Ricky Henry and Ben Nelson, I'm going to make the most of it. I did. You know, I'm going to really build that up. And so promoting is what I love. And so I would love to do it. It's just hard at this time in my life to do it because I'm older now. And it's just, I don't have the energy I had back in the day to do all that kind of stuff. But I would love to. If I won the lottery, I would start a promotion for sure. For sure, without a doubt. All right, guys. So thanks for tuning in. And yeah, Tony's asking all sorts of questions. I don't know where Gizmo and those guys, I think they had high school sports stuff to do. But normally they'd be with us chiming away. And let's see, Tony says, could do well in USA and could do European tours in summer. Yeah. Yeah, you know, I would definitely, what I think would be cool, if I was going to just do if I could promote one show, this is what my goal a few years ago was to do this. If I could do one show, what I would love to do is take Bodie Young Prodigy from Vegas. He's a great up and comer there. Get him, get Global Flyer Drake from Michigan, get Officer Smalls from Texas, get Ricky Henry from Northern Ireland, get John McCann, get Just Mitch from England, get the best of the best all around of up and coming new era wrestling and make a super card, one event where all these wrestlers face each other from different promotions and just intermingle and make a big show. That would be cool. I would love to do that. It'd be hard as hell to do. It'd be expensive, but it would be so cool to see all these different wrestlers trained in different areas all come together and have this really big super card. I think it'd be great. Like the International Wrestling Extravaganza. Yeah, that'd be great. I would love to do that. Well, you should do that. Yeah. Easier said than done, Tony. It's not hard to get the people to agree to do it. The hard part is getting the expense to cover the cost to get guys from Europe over and stuff. The traveling expenses would be crazy. And then what I do, I promote it at the Anoka Armory because I know that venue. Yeah, no, that'd be fun. But wishful thinking. Because it's like I said, it's just hard to do it nowadays for me. But I'd love to if I could. Anyways, I think that'd be a cool show. But starting an NWF up again and really running it again and doing it and everything, I'd love to. See, here's the thing. In Ireland, everything's cheaper for that kind of stuff. It's just like your training, what you pay to get trained. You pay twice as much in the States to get trained. I don't know if you know that. It costs us twice as much money as what you spend to get trained here. I'll give you an example. When I trained 3 days a week with Devotion Championship Wrestling, that cost me $150 a month. That's the training fee a month that everybody pays to get trained. And I think in Northern Ireland, they only have to pay half of that. It's like half the cost to be trained, to be able to do training for a month. So just give you an idea. So, yeah. But anyways, tune in when we're live again. We'll be live again in, like I said, this coming Thursday with NWF Rewind with Dave. And then I'll be back with Ricky again in exactly 2 weeks. And you'll just have to see. It's going to be a mystery who comes on. We'll see. But we'll see you guys then. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the questions, Tony. And we'll see you guys next time we are live.